And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fam. This is your sister girl for Wealthy Health, Counter Tuck-Ups, Pages and Scripts, Temple Health, Living to Live, Eating to Live Life. And this is your June 2025 segment for this month. Hi, and welcome again to my channel. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about men's health, safety measure, and the National Cancer, as usual, awareness, all national cancers awareness. Okay, so as you can see on this picture here, as you see in the beginning, that is a swollen knee, or they call it edema, and that is from a fall from a scooter. Now, you got your children out, they're supposed to be actually having the proper equipment on, the helmet, the arm, the elbows, the hand if they need to, and the knee. Well, this particular time, y'all, me and my son was going to the bus stop. He had his bike. I had the scooter. Not my scooter, but it's one of the baby scooters. Like, okay, let's go make it quick. Let's go, kind of make it fun, kind of change up the atmosphere and the regular routine of going to the bus stop. Well, this particular time, and I read his scooter, I read the other baby scooter, I rode the bikes. This time, on the way back, I didn't see the little pebble, but I went flying hand, shoulder, and knee first. And it took about 4 hours to get me patched up. Now, I could have just simply did it myself, but you don't know if there's any hairline fractures, and you can't just assume and shake it off and then have some problems later on. The bottom line is making sure, fam, making sure that you get the proper attention if you don't have the equipment, but most importantly, wear the equipment you're supposed to have. It's $20, $25 to protect you all from having these kind of episodes, so you won't flood the ER, especially during the summertime, of these mishaps that could have been prevented from the beginning. So when you do it from the beginning, you don't have to worry about the aftermath, you know. Anyway, they passed me up, I did x-rays, I'm like, listen, I gotta go. I gotta with the babies. And I didn't want to have a charge. I said, listen, I gotta go. And when I left, I went and got them something to eat, and I brought them back so they can have something to eat. And then they put me back in the room and finished it up. Now, I wouldn't advise you all to do that, but for me, it's just having that tight schedule. I can't afford for them to go back to school, and that'll be another travel I have to do, and it was exhausting. So anyway, 4 hours. Okay, and it's come on. That's minor. I could have passed it up with some peroxide and a 4x4, but again, if you fall in certain places as you start to age and season throughout the year, you want to make sure there are no hairline fractures or any type of bleeding that you can't see with your naked eye. So always make sure you wear the proper equipment so you don't have to worry about being all skinned up. Got my shoulder real good. My shoulder was a little bit messed up, but my knee and my hands took most of the brunt of the fall. So that's the safety measure. Is making sure you have the proper equipment so you don't be an ER patient. Flood in the ER. You know how it gets. You can be there for 4 to 6 hours, just 2 hours waiting. Then they call you back and do all the extra stuff, and then you go back out in the waiting room to be assessed and see if there's any room. Okay, so with that, even with the assessment, like you don't have nothing else to do, and that used to be my favorite pastime, is hanging out in the ER. Not this time. Only if it's absolutely an emergency, and you cannot assume that it's okay. Like I said, you don't want to assume, and they don't have some bleeding on the brain or a hairline fraction to get worse. The temperature change, you start feeling all this extra pain, you have your joints acting up. Something is wrong. You didn't get assessed. You didn't get seen when you had the opportunity. So let's just start from Jump Street and have the proper equipment: the head gear, the elbow gear, the knee gear, and if you need to put the gloves on, skateboarding, um, biking or scooter, make sure you have proper equipment. Okay, we'll make sure you stay safe. Safety first. Now, the second portion of this message session for June is men's health. Now, men, you all know you are you all have such a heavy load of a responsibility daily, whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're taking care of your elderly parents, you're in college, whatever the case may be. A lot of load is on y'all's shoulders, and so in order to bear all that, always have a good support system lined up. Have a good support lined up, okay? Don't think you can carry the whole world on your shoulders. It's a lot. You need a good support system, whether it be your family, your friends, those who are going to put you in chin check, those who are going to let you love on you, and let you wrong, or that was a good one, but also blah, 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 blah. Keep that in mind, because needless to say, with y'all's health, it can deteriorate just as well as women's and children. So that means you got to have proper maintain that diet, eating to live life. Don't go with the sad diet, the satanic. Don't go with the satanic meal plan. And SAAD stands for, and this is my version and Brother Wellness version. Satanic American Artificial. I put the artificial in there. Amen, Lord. Diet. Those things will tear you down. And I know it tastes good. I know even 4th of July is coming around the corner. It is not going to be healthy for your cells. It's not. It's not going to benefit at all. It tastes good. I know, bro. I know. But it's not good for your cells. It's not good for your organs, your tissues, your muscles, your vessels, your veins, your skin, your hair, your nails. It's not good for any part of your body. And I'll give you a prime example. Let's say you have a plant. If men or women, children, but since we're talking about men's health, if you had a plant or you had a seed and you wanted to watch it grow and flourish and want to harvest it and eat the fruit of the labor of that seed, what would you put on it for it to grow? Would you put hot sauce on it, or would you put fertilizer on it? Would you put it in the sun when it's supposed to be in it, or would you put it in the closet with the door closed? Would you have a book on top of it, or would you allow it to flourish freely? All I'm saying is, all of you all are a seed, and you have to make sure you have great influences imparting in you so you can flourish like you need to as a man of God, as a man who loves God, who desires God. Is the seed that you carry, the soil around you, your environment is very critical for your growth. Be accountable and have integrity and the characteristics and humility and the diligence that you need to have, and so much other things. But your health starts with your wealth. Your wealth starts with your health. What you eat, what you take in, what you listening to, what you hearing, because listening and hearing is two different things. What you seeing, what you're allowed to see, what you're entertaining. Sometimes it can be an overboard of some things, and those overboard of some things can become an idol, and that's where we can get in real bad shape with that. So we have to make sure you all know what you need to do, and get your checks, the checks that you know that you don't like to get, but to find out how everything is going. Get your checks every year, twice a year if you need to. Get your dental checks twice a year. Get your medical checks and everything else you know you need to do. Stay healthy, stay on track, stay on point. Get your sleep, get your rest, take your breaks, maintain your finances, get your exercise on. 3 10-minute sessions, every day, every other day, but get it in. You don't have to go to the gym and hold up the station, and be there for 10 hours or whatever. I'm just saying you can do it right at the house, in the backyard, in your community, and maintain your portions of the foods that you eat. Now, with that also said, sometimes we do like to indulge, and I'm pretty firm in the decisions of the food I will eat and will I won't eat, and I'm firm about it. And ain't nobody can tell me different, and that's how it is. Would be good for you to be firm on no. The power of no. I think my pastor T sent a video about the power of the vitamin N. The vitamin N stands for NO. No, thank you. I know that red velvet cake is looking at you with the crushed pecans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A little drizzle, or that lemon pound cake, or that Sakatumi pound cake, a pineapple upside down cake, lemon meringue cake, pie, all that stuff, all that sugar. Sugar is a in it. The sugar is a it swells you up. I'm trying to think of the I word, but it ain't coming to me. But anyway, sugar, it inflames you. Inflammation, that's what I was trying to say. Sugar is an inflammation. It also interferes with cognitive thinking. So you have to be careful of the things that you're drinking. All them colorful drinks and sodas and stuff. Cut that out. Salt, sugars, meats. Salt, sugars, meats. Minimize it to a minimum of none. And I know sometimes that can be a little tough and a little hard, but I believe you can do it. And so even with our situation with my family, all of us except the last one had been on meds, like everyday meds, and starting to wean it, and wean it down more and more to a minimum of only when it's needed to be taken. And that's how you have to come into place. Remember, your position and your posture changes the temperature in wherever you go. So keep that in mind, bro. Keep that in mind. All right. Now, for the cancer portion, the national cancer awareness and all the recoveries of those, we all know, and I train you all, sugar inflames everything, and it's also an easy target for cancer. So if you have cancer and you eating a lot of sugary stuff, you best believe it's on its way to the next area. It's going to take over the next area. So minimize mom, dad, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, nephew, cousin. Baby girl, baby boy. Sugar is an inflammation unit. You do not want to indulge in that. Mushrooms, however, zaps the cancer stem cells. That don't mean eat the sugar and then eat the mushrooms. That don't mean eat the sugar and eat the mushrooms, okay? All right, fam? Do not do that torture to your system. Don't do that to your temple. Don't eat the wrong foods and then chase it with the right foods or the right remedy. That's all I'm saying. Don't do the backwards thing. It's important that you make sure you do your part and minimizing the sugar. I know it's tough. It's this summertime, everybody having all these cookouts and things like that. I get it. I get it. But like I said, the power of the vitamin N. N-O. All right, fam. Happy 4th of July, because it's coming around the corner. Be vigilant, be diligent, and have integrity to say, no thank you. I brought my salad that's 9 ounces that has the fruits and vegetables and the drizzle from the fruits and vegetables. Or if you want to have, a vinaigrette, balsamic or a raspberry, whatever type of vinaigrette you would like to have, that'll be good. Oh, the fruits and vegetables also had their own juice, so that could be also great. Also, fam, get involved with getting a juicer, not a blender, but a juicer. That is one of the greatest methods of your wealthy health counter talk up journey that will help reduce a lot of things in your body. But the mind has to be trained. So let this mind be in you, which is in Christ Jesus too. Is having that lined up, okay? So remember, let this mind be in you. Remember also, fam, hashtag is going to cost you something.